Matthew Talbot was born to good Catholic parents in Dublin, Ireland, May 2nd, 1856. Despite his Catholic upbringing, he had very little faith and was very uninspired by it. All of his brothers, except the oldest, were hard drinkers. He hated school. He wasn't very bright. At age 12, he began to work as a messenger boy for a wine merchant. It was here that he began to sample the drinks. By 13 years old, he was addicted. This went on for years, and soon he began to work at the docks. He would cash his paycheck at the bar and keep a running tab. When it was low, the barmaid would let him know by his request, and he would quickly run to the pawn shop to sell some clothing or item that he had on hand. Once he was so desperate for a drink, but had nothing left to pawn except his shoes, so he pawned his shoes and walked home in his socks. Another time, he even stole a violin from a violinist to pawn. Later, after his conversion, he would try to make up for this by buying back the violin and track down the owner, which he wasn't able to find. Instead, he used the money to have a mass said for him. One day, after not having any money or anything left to pawn, he waited outside the pub for his friends, hoping one of them would offer to buy him a drink. However, one by one, they all passed him up, leaving him outside with no offers. Disgusted, he decided then and there to take the pledge, which meant to not drink for 3 months. If it was possible to stay sober for 3 months, then a 6-month pledge was taken, then a year pledge, and then, finally, a lifelong pledge. His mother, having heard this before, needed to see it to believe it. She told him if he was going to take the pledge, to take it, but to never break it. Before taking the pledge, Matt went to confession and then Mass. This was the first time he received the sacraments in 3 years. In the beginning, it was very hard for Matt, as the drink of alcohol called him from the moment he opened his eyes in the morning. Normally, he would get up and do some sweeping jobs at the pub to earn him a free drink, but now he had no routine. Feeling vulnerable and weak, he escaped to the only place he felt safe, a church, where he would hide all day from alcohol and his friends. He would pray the rosary at times, and he would go to confession when it was offered, but mostly he would just sit. It had been a long time since he prayed, and he felt no connection to God. He only knew that he hurt and thirsted for a drink. But still, he stayed away, seeking refuge in the church,